morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Plant Mama. How are you? Hey, question. Can you comment? I've never had people be able to comment, and I just went through all the settings, and I'm trying to find the reason. And, yeah, so. Hi! Oh my God, yes, finally. You don't know how many lives I've done that I've had no response because it was sub only, and I don't know how to fix that, but apparently it fixed. Good morning. How are you? Getting over this detoxification of a big energy shift this weekend. I went to a consciousness convention in South Florida and had some amazing breakthroughs and things like that. Hi, Jake. And I had, just amazing experiences. And I had a bio-well scan done. I don't know if you know what that is, but they check your biofield of your energy through your fingers, which is pretty freaking cool. And they can tell you where your chakras are. And when I first got to the convention, my heart was outside of my body. Everything was not where it should be, except for my root chakra. It was right on point. Grounded. But I had a release. I learned some things, and I went to the beach. Came back. My shit was lined up. That's what I'm talking about. You got to take time for you to balance you, because nobody else can do it for you. You got to fix you. So anyway, I have this platform to share my journey, to share what I've learned, to share what I've experienced, because I'm a reformed Christian. It pisses some people off. I've graduated Christianity. I've graduated church. That's what I like to say. I've graduated church. Because what I was taught in the church never made sense. I couldn't, I like to think, it never made sense. I couldn't answer questions. And then I had some awakenings, and yeah, none of it makes sense because it ain't real. And now I am in a place of peace, growth, expansion, abundance, love. I don't know who you are, so I'm not accepting you. I was non-denominational Christian for 14 years, and I learned love. And fabulous church I went to, and I'm still friends with the pastors, and I loved them dearly. But once you learn that God resides within you, as you, to experience a beautiful life of creation. Remember, we're made in God's image, right? What's God? Creator. We're a creator. Jesus was a creator. Jesus was a human. Had the Holy Spirit. We're a human. We have a Holy Spirit. We're the brothers and sisters of Christ. Make it make sense how he's different. If we're all made in his image. See, it didn't make sense to me. And I had to come to a place to challenge some beliefs that I held high. Like I was so, all those other religions are wrong. I had discussions with friends about sin and all this stuff. And you know what I realized? I was the one that was misinformed. And, I learned something at this conference. I think it was not Bruce Lipton. It was some Gary guy. He has big hair, like Einstein. But he did a whole presentation, and I linked it. It's in my YouTube. You can find my YouTube link in my bio. I challenge you to go watch this video I just posted the other day, because it talks about what's our DNA. And in the very bottom core base of our DNA, if you break it down to, nuclear mass of the elements that are used in the building blocks of our DNA, there's 4 different ones. CTAG, I believe. I'm not sure. It's 4 amino acids. Anyway, I'm not a scientist. But what I got out of that is he took all of these things. Now, that man is a scientist turned spiritual, because science is now showing that spirituality is real. That is the key. So what he did is he took all the 4 ancient languages, and I have trouble finding the 4th one, but it's Aramaic, Hebrew, Sanskrit, and one other. Does anybody know what the other one is? Because I'm not a historian. I just get what I need to get and then move on. But he took the nuclear mass of all the elements that made up the 4 different amino acids that make up our DNA and added them all up. And now this video shows it all. I'm just doing the cliff notes because that's what I do. I do cliff notes because I ain't trying to give you all the deets because you can find it somewhere else. But if you break it down to the nuclear mass of all the letters that are in your DNA, this was mind-blowing to me. And I wasn't supposed to record it, but I did anyway because it was powerful. Anyway, if you break it down and you translate it with any of those 4 languages, because they all broke down in numbers, our DNA actually says, if you were to translate it into words, God eternal within the body. God eternal within the body. You are God. God resides in your body. You are not the body. The body is not, it's a spaceship for you to cruise around in this earth. It is not you. I can cut your leg off and you would still be you. I could cut your arm off. If you were the body, would you be less than? But you're not the body. You're the consciousness inhabiting the body. Hi. You're the consciousness that inhabits the body. And when you realize that and you stop identifying as the body, well, I'm Casey Forte, I live in Ocala, I am this, I am that, I am a white female. No, I'm consciousness in a body experiencing this life just to have fun. Because there's no point to any of it. Once you realize that none of it has any point, it's literally none of it has any point. It's just God having fun. You could take life a lot less seriously if you take some of those notes and realize it's just here to have fun. So why do you get so upset? Why do you get so bent out of shape when shit doesn't go your way? What's the Bible say? The Lord determined, we make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. Okay, the Lord, there's another word for it now. Again, the Bible was changed around and books taken out and all that stuff in the 345 AD, Constantine, Romans. Look it up. You might learn something. They took out books of the Bible that were pretty powerful, i.e. the book of Enoch, where Jesus talks about energy and vibration. Yeah, if you were trying to control people and you had this book that told them about all this stuff, how would you control people? Oh, with fear. So what would you need to take out? The words that taught them that they can be, do, and have anything they want. And you put sin in there. And you put fear of going to hell in there. There's no fucking hell, okay? You can live in hell on this planet right now if you're miserable. That's hell. Or you could be in heaven on this planet right now. If you're happy, be happy. It's really not that hard. Be happy. Come here, Nettie. Come here. I have a cute little dog. Come here. Come here on TV. He's like, no, not doing it. But it's just a vibrational scale. I love being alive at this time in the universe because had this been 50 years ago, they couldn't prove any of this. But now science proves spirituality. You cannot deny that we are nothing but energy and vibration and light and love and authenticity. Those are the things that are good and fabulous and wonderful. David Hawkins did some work on kinesiology. You should look it up. The emotional vibrational scale. Again, I'm not a scientist. You go look it up. David Hawkins' book, Healing and Recovery. Highly, highly recommend. It's a man who healed himself from almost every infirmity because he thought he could get it if. And whatever you hold in mind is what your body shows up as. So you got to change your thoughts. Anyway, it's all about vibration. And if you come to a place where you are just content, at peace, in love with yourself, in love with life, and what does this world teach you? You know, that we have to sacrifice our life like Jesus did. Jesus' path was to come, teach, and leave the world like he did. That was Jesus' path. Jesus' path was to sacrifice his life for us. Our purpose is not what Jesus' purpose was. Yet the church loves to teach. You should sacrifice. You're selfish for taking care of yourself first. Well, what's the Bible say? Fill up your own cup first and pour out of it the overflow to others. When you're overwhelmed, when you're stressed, when you're tired, exhausted, frustrated, your cup is empty. And you're probably trying to fill up everybody else's cup because it feels good. But you got to take that time for you. It is so, so, so important to take that time for you, to do that self-care. You know, this weekend when I did the chakra things and whatnot, I went, but I was good, but I have to take care of my mother. I have a child, I have a dog, I have responsibilities, I have all these things. And then I found that after the weekend of doing self-care and doing things that make me happy, my chakras aligned. Now, who's more beneficial to other people? Somebody who's all over the place or somebody who's aligned? You want to be aligned. You want to be full of joy because you put that out in the world and that comes back to you because it's nothing but energy. So whatever you put out comes back to you. It's kind of like money. Whatever you put out comes back to you. You don't spend it. You're just circulating it. It just goes and comes and goes and comes and goes and comes. So if you're an asshole and you wonder why people are assholes, stop being an asshole. That's really not that hard. I've got a flash goal. What is that? 3 gifters send rose in 15 minutes. We'll see. Whatever. So anyway, when we decide that we are capable, that we are full of light and joy and love. Oh, here him comes. He's the cutest thing on the planet. Say, hi, I'm Nugget. I have my own Instagram and I'm really cute. I'm Dio. We named him Dio, but then we kept calling him Nugget of Cuteness because he's so fucking cute. He's so fucking cute. I mean, look at these ears. Look at these ears. Look at that little smile. Look at that little smile. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. So anyway, when you finally decide that you're worthy, that you're valuable, that your self-worth is the most important thing, because out of your self-worth is what you draw everything to. If you don't believe you're worthy of anything, you will not be successful. You will not be wealthy. You will not be anything, because it all comes of self-worth. It all comes from self-worth. And I had to learn that lesson. I wasn't raised with self-worth. I was raised with putting you down and calling you names. And I don't even like, if you call your kid a brat, please stop. It's horrible. Horrible. Look up the meaning of the word brat. Don't call anybody a brat. That is a trigger for me. Sorry. I had to say that for somebody. But graduating church has definitely been a challenge. Because for so long, I got this message years ago, and I was scared to offend my Christian friends because I was, surrounded with Christian friends. Now I surround myself with a lot of nothing because most people think I'm crazy. And that's okay. You know why? Because I'm happy with me. I'm thriving. I'm doing better than I ever have. I am happier than I've ever been. I'm more at peace. I don't even have a J-O-B. Oh, God, you need one of those. Yeah, no. I do what comes to me, and all my needs are met above and beyond all I can think, dream, or imagine. Isn't that what the word says? The word tells you everything you need to do. You know, Jesus said, love your neighbor. Jesus said, forgive, love, give, be kind, be generous, be loyal, be honest. Those things, it's not a rule. It's because it makes your vibration higher. It makes your vibration higher when you focus on the things to be grateful for, the things to be blessed for, the things to be amazing about. I just love life. I keep looking at this. I just got this book. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Have any of you read this? The Honeymoon Effect by Bruce Lipton. My friend told me I should get it, but it's co-host with another. I don't know who you are, so sorry. I don't co-host with people I don't know. Hi, Rose. Have you ever read this book? Can you put a comment, please? This is new to me, and in the past, nobody's ever been able to comment. But one lady did, so I know it's possible. Do you have any questions? I mean, is this new information to you, or are you scared to break free? Are you, I don't know any of you people to co-host. When we learn to just trust and know that all is working out in your favor, you can't fuck it up. You cannot fuck up this life. You are the all there is. And whatever you do is what you're supposed to be doing. You can't mess it up. But he's cute. He makes my heart smile. My yo raccoon buddy. My yo raccoon. My yo fluffy butt. Hi nutted. Hi nutted. Hi nutted. Hi nutted. So what do y'all want to talk about? Manifestation, gratitude, journaling, joy. Put a word in the comment. Let me expand. Thank you very much. You too, Mama. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Nugget says thank you, Plant Mama. Nugget says thank you, Plant Mama. Don't eat my fingers. Don't eat my fingers. Oh, hello, sunshine. I love sun. It's so beautiful outside. My body's detoxing from all the stuff this weekend, and it was a crazy weekend, but it was an evolving weekend. Let's just say that. It was amazing. Divine appointments. I love divine appointments. They make my heart smile. They just show up, and then you're like, what the hell just happened? Especially when you're not expecting it. Especially when you're not expecting it. That's a nugget head. That's a nugget head. Hi. So, does anybody have any questions? What's the fan club? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. He said, give me the belly rubs. If you don't have a dog, I highly recommend it. Yeah, you gotta feed them and walk them. But they're so freaking cute, and they're so adorable, and they're squishy. And this one likes to nibble on your hands. But he's really precious. My little snuggle bug. And him's perfect. Him's a perfect nugget. Yeah, perfect nugget. Gratitude. Gratitude's the key to all of it. Everything comes when you're grateful. But if you're a complainer, you will not find things to be grateful for because you're finding things to complain about. It's a different vibration. And a different vibration, you know, you can be a problem solver, or you can find the solution, or you can find a problem, but they're different vibrations. They're as far as the east is from the west. So if you want to be a problem, keep focusing on the problems. If you want to find solutions, start finding things to be grateful for. It's a practice. It really is a practice. Mine started with a gratitude journal after I got divorced. And my friend gave me a journal, and I started writing in it. And I'm looking for it because I saved it. Oh, here it is. I wrote in this journal every day for a year after my divorce. Again, you have to retrain your brain to find the joy. You have to retrain your brain to find the peace. You have to retrain your brain to find the gratitude and the solutions. You have to retrain your brain. This was my first step. I had never really been one to do any of that journaling. I did, but it used to be complaining. Like my old journal, I have an old journal. It's probably 20 years old now. And I used to bitch, moan, and complain in my journal. And I also used to I can read it now and look back and see the zero self-worth I had. The bullshit I used to put up with from men that I would never put up with now because I'm worthy of all of it. And if you don't believe it, then you don't belong in my life. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to head out. It's been a beautiful day. Thank you for all of it. I appreciate you. And have a beautiful day, y'all. I thank you.